When we think of intelligent extraterrestrials or aliens, we usually imagine biological creatures, many times of an exotic nature. But in other cases, they are pictured a bit too human like. Think of the menagerie of extraterrestrials found in cinema and TV, from Star Wars to Star Trek, and from Close Encounters of the Third Kind to the Aliens movie franchise. With some notable exceptions, all of the aliens featured in entertainment have surprisingly familiar body shapes to humans. Two legs, two arms, with a head on top. Where, if they have any, are their visual and auditory sensors? In other words, where are their eyes and ears located? Why, on their heads, of course. You may even be surprised to find that they speak the universal alien language of English as well. Today, I'll briefly discuss what aliens may really look like, or if we can know anything about their body plans at all. Now, just a caveat. In this video, I'll only be discussing larger multicellular life, not the single-celled variety. Unfortunately, we have yet to make any scientifically confirmed contact or detection of extraterrestrial intelligences, or of alien life of any form. So we can only speculate what their natures will be. We do, however, have a lot of examples of life to look at right here on this planet. And from that, we may be able to make some educated guesses on what they may actually be like, if they do exist. Just take a look at some of the forms that life does take, and it turns out to be magnificently diverse and exotic. There may be about 9 million different species of life on Earth right now, and many billions have come and gone. However, there have only been a tiny handful that have had two legs and that have walked upright like us. Think of T-Rex and, well, us human beings. Instead, what we see are species with no legs, 4 legs, 6 legs, 8 legs or tentacles, and even dozens or more. And what about heads and eyes? Do we find most creatures here on Earth with what your next door neighbors have? A single head with 2 eyes within? Again, you'll find quite a bit of diversity on Earth. Some with no heads, 1 head, 8 heads. Can we think of these colonies as having thousands of heads? Okay, that may be stretching the concept a bit too far, but what about eyes? This planet is brimming with diversity in eyes. Some have 1 eye. Others, of course, possess 2 eyes. Bees have 5 eyes. Spiders proudly display their 8 eyes. You want more? Well, there are others, like the chiton or sea cradle that contains up to 1,000 ceramic-like eyes. Okay, so we can definitely find examples of a wide range of body features on Earth, but are there patterns that have emerged that we may say most life anywhere will take? Are there features that life holds on to or are so pervasive that we can safely say most life elsewhere will also exhibit? The answer appears to be yes. Throughout the evolutionary history of life on Earth, several very important universal commonalities have been found. The detection and processing of light is perhaps one of the strongest factors that life has taken advantage of. So, light detectors and eyes have developed across a wide swath of our biosphere, including in plants themselves. Even those organisms that have lost their sense of vision over evolutionary time, such as some moles or fish, have again regained it once the need for it was beneficial for them. A head at the front of the organism is usually indicated as the location for the complex sensory processing needed for vision. So this is a good place for a central nervous system. For mobility on land, legs seem to be the most common form of locomotion for animals. If your life is spent moving around in the water, Your body will take that of a smooth hydrodynamic form. To push water away faster, fins with large areas work best. To take to the air, wings have evolved in many diverse and independent branches of Earth's tree of life. Birds and insects, of course, have them, but so too have some reptiles, mammals, and even fish. From this set of facts about life on Earth, we can make some speculative guesstimates about what forms that life on other worlds may take. So you can probably expect body plans with an eye or eyes. A head will house the eyes and whatever processing organ, like a brain, that they may need. If they live on the surface of their moon or planet, they can expect to have some form of legs, some of which may help not just in moving themselves around, but also in manipulating their environment, such as what our arms do for us. If they spend time moving through a liquid, they will have a smoothly contoured body shape that will allow better and faster motion. Fin-like appendages will add to their control of motion. If they spend time in the atmosphere of their home world, they will be expected to have some form of wings. Any finer details that we can account for than these only become more speculative, like how many legs, how long will they be? Will the legs have joints or will they be jointless? Your guess is as good as mine. The lesson to be learned about possible alien forms is that we can only go so far in attempting to determine what they may be like on the outside. One thing is almost certain: aliens will not look like us, not even close. Judging from what we see here on Earth, of which we all share a common evolutionary history and chemistry with, we see a few hints of broad agreement on body plans, but there are also so many other exotic and strange forms teaching us, in the words of Darwin, endless forms, most beautiful and wonderful.